So this is my beautiful house off grid in my community, about 45 kilometers away from my city. And I made this myself from using my help of my dad and then a few of my community members. So basic as it is, I'm going to share with you the things that I used and where I found them, because it would give you some understanding of what this is. So maybe quickly through the poles. These are the poles. And these poles, we just cut them from the land. It's about 15 acres of this space. And these logs were all over, everywhere. So sometimes I even don't know the names of these trees. So sometimes my dad is like, hey, this is called this. And I quickly forget as soon as we leave. So we just cut them. And then these are just the logs. And then these are the wood offcuts. I just got them from a nearby forest. This is softwood, they are pines. So there was some forests along the way, and they were cutting them down for timber. So I'm like, hey, can I get some of these? I would like to use them. And they quickly gave me cheaply, by the way, cheaply, because they're just offcuts.
How cheap
So
in Ugandan shillings?
in Ugandan shillings, they cost 1,500 shillings each piece. Yeah, so I bought a full truck because I needed to do a lot of projects. Yeah, so these are just wood offcuts. Then with the termites, because this is a natural eco, it's an ecosystem and different creatures exist. So we pour some oil, burnt oil, and then we also pour anti-termite. As you can see the color here, this is for the marking of the oil. And then we pour anti-termite, and then we get some, they call them PVC. They're black. They're black in color. I'll show you shortly later. So we coat them from down, and then we hit it on there just to avoid the termites. But in some situation out, if you're out there and you want to do the same thing, you could actually pour concrete down. That's if you want to, maybe, depending on how much you want to go. But this is just enough. The house is as strong as something permanent. Yes, and then this, I just wanted to give my space, some space where I can just sit and relax under a cool shade. And I made this structure here that you can see. So these cuts here, I got them from some place in the city, in my town area. And these ones are very cheap as well. 500 Uganda shillings each for this. And I brought them here, and then we put them. So I want something like a shed, but having natural plants that can move around, just so that I can sit, read a book with a cup of coffee, relax, and just watch and have a beautiful, beautiful stay at my countryside home. Then these are flowers, so beautiful. So these flowers, they're really amazing. I don't know how they call them, but when I looked at them, I thought they would blend with my rustic feel home. And I just decided to bring them here and just enjoy having a look at them. Same with these. I don't know what their names are, but I think they're really cute, and I love them. Yes,
These are your genius.
yes. I
So
don't know.
we come into the house.
Yes. So the whole idea was have a door here, and I'm gonna put a wood door. Wood. I'm still going to use wood offcuts, and just to make it have blend with the whatever is already here. So this is just the door, and then inside I made the floor. the floor, the floor I poured concrete. This is the concrete floor. So I got stones, gravel, and then mixed them with cement and sand, and then poured it on the floor. And still same with the walls. Many of you guys have been asking, hey, how does cement get stuck on wood? How do you do it? So we got some, we call them expanded wire. You can come and have a look here. There, this, yeah. So we first nailed this on the wall, on the wooden structure, and then now it can really retain cement so nice. So I plastered the whole of it, and these poles, the initial idea was to coat them with the cement, but I wanted to have a rustic feel of the house. So I decided to leave them, and we're going to just do wood varnish, do a nice finishing with the walls, put nice windows, and say goodbye to my landlord. Yeah, then with the ceiling, this is just plywood. This is plywood. Yeah, plywood. I'm just going to put it all over the top, and then um, try to look at anything local design. Like, I plan on putting something like the existing. You guys know the papyrus mats that are woven. Yeah, so that's what I want to coat with. In my sorry, in my language, actually language, it's called mukeka. Mukeka. So we're going to coat it all over the ceiling, and have a nice stay in here.
You want to speak in pure English.
Yes.
When you're in your life, you want to disappoint them.
Yes. So this place, I would say, is about it's now about 70% done,
Okay.
because I'm just left with completing the ceiling, the windows, and then the decoration.
Okay.
Yeah, my whole idea is make the place very cultural, like blend in less of the Western culture, but more of the African feel.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my whole idea. And whoever would really come here would, have a wonderful time in their life.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that.
So, with this spot, um, this is just a place where I want to just sit and relax
So this
as
is
well.
an exit
Yeah, this is
from
an
the
exit.
house?
Yes.
So you have two resting areas.
Yes.
At the
So
front
the
and
front
the
and then the back. Sometimes maybe I don't want to sit that side. I want to just sit and watch the rocks out there, watch the goats play on top of the rocks. I would really prefer, to sit here and enjoy. So I planted some nice flowers in front, and then I plan on planting some interesting fruit plants that climb on top here, so that maybe I'm sitting and I can just lift my hand and pluck a fruit. Who wouldn't love that? That's amazing. So that's what I really want to do, and I'm soon planting them. I can't wait to share the times when this is happening, and I would really invite Cynthia again to come back and film that
Please
time when I am enjoying myself in this sport that began as a vision and now happening in real life.
I will come running.
Yes. Yes.
So where are we heading? So just tell us.
So
Tell
when
them, not me.
when I was just starting here, this was the first house I built, and on busy days, when I don't have work, I would sleep here in this house. So currently, it's one of my workers that is enjoying it. Yes. So this is the goat house. When I came here, I started with fencing before even the house. Yeah. So I demarcated where I wanted, because I love seeing the goats climb around. So I decided to pick this area with the rocks and fence it off. And then when we fenced it, uh, I now began constructing the house. This place was a total bush. These rocks were almost close to not visible. They
Okay.
were so hidden in the bush. So we slashed everywhere and then fenced it up, and then we began constructing the goat pen.
Okay.
And this is how amazing it looks like.
So
Yes. It has a section the other side and then this side. So during the season of kidding, kidding is that time when we receive many kids,
Yes.
like being born.
Okay.
So during that time, we separate the mothers and then we let the kids stay to the side, mothers into this other chamber.
Okay.
So that's how we do it. Currently, we don't have kids. Most of them are now a little grown up.
Okay.
So we don't have any mothers that have given birth, but we expect soon many mothers to give birth,
Oh.
and we'll repeat the routine. So the standard goat house, goat pen, is supposed to be raised, and that's the standard thing.
Okay.
But of course, we sometimes break a number of rules because we want to start,
Yeah.
and that was what I wanted. I didn't have enough of the wood, so I decided to start with what I had available, because raising the walls would mean so many wood put on the floor. Growing up, I loved rabbits. I've always kept rabbits since I was young.
Yes.
So this time, since I was doing a farm, I'm like, why not? Because I have already done it when I was young. Why can't I now do it right now when I'm an adult and now have the right thoughts to be an investor? So this is my rabbits. Oh, let's have one. So there are different breeds of rabbits, and I have no idea what this breed is, but I want to have rabbits.
Okay.
So this is a female one. Female one.
So how are these rabbits benefiting you for now? I can see a lot of manure there.
Yes.
I can see, is this urine?
Yes, yes. So with the rabbits, we collect the urine, and this urine has a lot of benefits. Major one we use majorly fertilizers, organic, no chemical, no nothing added.
Okay.
So we just sort of like collect them, and then with the how they call it, dung or poo,
Yeah.
whatever it is, like the poo poo, the poo. So with these, we just collect them together with the goat and then put it in the compost, compost pit, and then when after some time we can use them in our organic gardens. So we plant vegetables. So with the urine, it just slowly slides. When you look at how this house is made, it's made in a way that the roof actually collects its urine on something like a gutter, where the urine flows to a point where we put our bucket down. So the bucket collects the urine.